to square up your blocks. As you notice, this block is a little off here and a little off up here on this corner, but not to worry. As long as you center this piece on here, everything should work out really nicely. We're going to square them to 10 1/4. Most everyone said that 10 1/4 worked out well. So find your 5 on the ruler. Here's the 5. Okay, and I'm going to put it in the middle of the block. Now, when I lay this line, it's like a 2-inch square in the center of the ruler with the 5 in the middle. We need to go up and to the right 1/8 of an inch to square these blocks to 10 1/4. So I'm going to slide the ruler up 1/8 and over 1/8. So you can see where the yellow part of the shading on the ruler is right along the blue of the center square. Okay, then you can see along the edge that we are going to trim a little bit off to make this block 10 1/4. So I'm just going to trim this side and the top. Okay, now we're going to take the block by the corner and completely rotate it around. Then we're going to find the 10 1/4 mark on our ruler, which is right down there where my finger is, 10 1/4. I'm going to lay that on the very corner of the block that's already been squared and line up this on 10 1/4 and this on 10 1/4. And then we have just a little sliver on each side to trim off here and get it lined up really nicely. Okay, there you go. Now this block has been squared to 10 1/4. Okay, thank you. Okay, here I am down in the floor with this beautiful quilt. This is Jan Miller's and she did a great job on it, but I want to try to explain to you about measuring and attaching the borders. Now, of course, we want to attach the side border first, which is this little yellow piece. Now, what I want you to do is measure the whole length of the side, okay, before you attach the yellow piece. Now, when you measure that whole side, let's say it was 90 inches, I want you to cut this yellow strip 89 3/4. I want you to make it 1/4 of an inch shorter than the quilt top, okay? Then I want you to find the center of it and make a little notch, mark the center, and then pin it to the quilt top in the center. And then I want you to come down here and pin it to the bottom, and the same way at the other end. So you're going to have a pin at the top, the bottom, and in the center. And then you can work in anything that needs to be worked in, and it should work out perfectly. This will ensure that your border will not be floppy or loose or bigger than the top of the quilt. We don't want it to have any bags in it when we go to put it on the quilting machine. So she has done an excellent job with this. I believe she said she followed the instructions as far as measuring, and it turned out really nicely. So you do the same thing when you attach the blue border or the larger border that you did when you measured this one. Just make it 1/4 of an inch shorter than whatever this one was and attach it the same way. Now do your side pieces first on each side over there, and then sew your top and your bottom, and your quilt should work out really nicely. And I hope that you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call and ask. Thank you so much.